I think today there's a high chance of 97% humidity of sauce.
Yeah.
So. Welcome to another episode of Sober to Sauced, the show where Sam and I make food and drink beer with it, and we start sober and hopefully end sauced.
If everything goes according to plan, I think we will hit our target projections today.
We have something very fun planned for today. Doing a little stuffed French toast, and we're doing a breakfast hash. We were craving breakfast. I've never made stuffed French toast before. I've never eaten stuffed French toast, but we're gonna make it happen. We don't want all sweet, so we're throwing a little hash in there.
I almost said breakfast is the most important beer of the day, which isn't entirely untrue. As always, we try to stay within a $40 budget total between alcohol and food.
I think we just walked that fine line of almost busting, but
we were edging pretty hard.
Yeah. Without further ado, you have a little bit more experience with this company than I do.
Founders Brewing Company has made a fantastic slew of beers. Rubeus is one of their, I don't know if it's a core beer anymore, but it is a wonderful raspberry ale that was kind of meant to take the place of Blushing Monk, which I guess was a lot more expensive to make than this. And I could be totally wrong, because when I used to live in Grand Rapids, I thought fruit beers were not what people drank.
And then on the Colorado side of things, we didn't really get Founders until very recently. So this is a kind of a new discovery for me, kind of going through some of the catalog that they're providing for us now. We think that this beer is gonna be a nice kind of fruity, acidic counterbalance to this heavy Brinner that we're planning, but we're doing a little strawberry compote inside of our French toast. And although we couldn't find a strawberry beer, the raspberry was just open arms waiting for us for a nice little embrace.
And we all can just really say what it was. I saw that they were both red and thought they were the same thing. Without further ado, I think we should get to that sweet, sweet crack.
It's time for that sweet, sweet crack. Cheers.
That was a weak
Yeah.
These plastic?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Ah, nice and fruity. Mildly tart.
But for being so much fruit character, like all the raspberry, it's not medicinal, which I really don't like out of some fruited beers.
Yes.
It's like, I don't want to drink Vicks 44. I definitely get that acidity that I'm hoping is going to counter just the heaviness of the food that we're going to make. And love the color. It's just beautiful.
It's blood red, because we like our food like we like our metal. Heavy.
We want these to be even, so I'm just gonna take this corner off. I think this looks like a good chunk of bread. And these are roughly the same thickness. This one's a little smaller, but that's fine. I've never made stuffed French toast before, so I guess I'm just gonna make an incision right here. And now, magically, all of the incisions in our bread have been made. And that's where our compote's gonna go. As far as I understand it, the compote is going to be fruit that has been cooked down in water with a little bit of sugar. In our case, we're going to throw a few little extra goodies in there, some flavor enhancers. We're gonna get some bacon started. All right, so we have a pan with bacon going. Basically, we're just gonna cook all the bacon first, and then we'll remove it so it's nice and crispy. We still have the bacon fat and all the flavor in there. Then we're gonna get our potatoes and onions cooking. And then in the meantime, we're gonna get our compote going. Our strawberries in here. We need some liquid or else these strawberries are gonna not be happy. So if we crushed them up, it would probably cook faster, but because we were stuffing them in the French toast, I still want some texture. Like, I want you to know that you're eating a strawberry instead of just like mushed fruit. You just want to take that sugar, and we're gonna throw, there's a spoon right there, that wooden one. Just throw 2 of those guys in this pot, and you can just you can start stirring that bad boy.
Okay.
And the other thing that we're gonna do is We have water and sugar in here with the strawberries, but we're gonna add a little more flavor. So we have this beer, delicious, and we're gonna add more.
Ooh, yeah. Look at that bubble up.
Stir that real fast so it doesn't foam over on you. To make French toast, we're also gonna need a French toast batter. And I have in here 6 eggs that I've already beaten. About a 1/4 cup of heavy cream in there as well.
Ow!
Bacon hit you?
Got me good.
Hang on. Flash screens are always effective.
Berries are reduced. Actually, they're shrinking.
They're kind of releasing a lot of their flavor, which is good. But we don't want it to be that liquidy. We want it to be more like a runny jam kind of situation. I have microplane, a little bit of nutmeg, and we're just going to hit our French toast batter with some delicious nutmeg.
Mmm.
You can buy this at the store. Don't get like pre-ground nutmeg because these things last forever. Have a little bit of cinnamon. You don't want too much to come out, so I'm just giving it some gentle pats with the old finger. Also gonna hit it with a little bit of cocoa powder. Same thing, just be a little gentle. Who's your daddy's? Thought I had real vanilla at home. I don't. I have imitation. If you have real vanilla, you should use it. But we have imitation, so we're gonna throw a little dollop in there. And I'm just gonna hit this, try and break up the clumps from the cocoa powder, which tends to be a little feisty with breaking down.
So this thing has tried to boil over on me twice. I should reduce the heat, right?
You can reduce the heat. That's the beer that's acting up a little bit. Don't keep mixing the batter.
This is super weird. These things are like getting white. They're almost like albino strawberries now.
Yeah, they're starting to lose their color a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of that pectin's being released and comes back together and looks like a big old blob of jam instead of some colorless strawberries and some runny red sauce.
This is gonna look stylish for the camera.
We'll do 2 more pieces. I feel like that's...
We realized when we were starting to chop up the potatoes that we might be making a little too much food.
Throw these potatoes in here.
Woo!
Ooh, probably shouldn't have. Hit it with a little salt, some pepper. We want some flavors in here. And our berries are straight up like almost dissolving. Just need this shit to reduce a little faster. Threw 2 cloves of garlic in here. We just pre-mashed them. We also added half an onion.
Are you done with that beer yet? Is that another challenger entering the arena?
It does sound like another challenger entering the arena. We introduced 1 beer earlier. Breakfast stout, breakfast for dinner. I think it all makes sense. Double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout, known as breakfast stout from Founders.
Note his perfect technique.
There were
2 yolks!
Double yolker. And magically make this cheese appear. And then,
Where'd that come from, your butt?
even though there's onions in here, I just added onion powder. I added a little smoked paprika. We're gonna hit it with some garlic powder because fresh garlic and garlic powder taste different. Burner's off, that cheese is gonna keep melting, but we almost forgot the best part, right? We got this bacon. You can just crumble it. It's crispity, crunchy, human dog treat goodness. I've obviously never tried this before.
I obviously have not had any at all yet.
It's so good. It's chocolatey, it's bitter. Like it's balanced in the sense that it has sweetness up front and then that bitterness just fucking comes through, but
The coffee isn't coming forward super heavy on this right now. This was bottled in December, so
I mean,
it might be more coffee forward when it's fresh off the line. I remember it being more coffee forward. Anyways, let's get to this hash.
Cheers. There is no bacon grease in there at all.
The potatoes are just melting in my mouth.
Like they didn't get crispy because they were fried, but because they're fried, they're just pillowy. But how is it with the beer? Does this substitute for coffee very well? I think it's a really good stand-in. You can tell it's beer, but I mean, that's the point of this anyway. It's supposed to be beer.
If I wanted coffee, I'd drink coffee.
This is only part 1. Like, this should have just been the episode.
Probably should have been. Once again, if we come close to our food budget, that means we've made about 5 people's worth of food.
Oh, yeah.
We getting it?
Oh, we get
Oh, look at that. Hold on.
it. We did a thing. Took a little longer than we wanted because we had a little too much liquid thanks to that rubeus. But man, it looks good. It smells good. Still get little chunks of strawberry just like stringing through.
My entire body feels lubed up right now. I'm gonna eat some of this challah raw just to see what's going on.
It's good. It's eggy.
That's just good eggy bread.
It's bouncy. It's delicious.
Eggy bread, eggy bread. It's not your fault.
All right, so the bacon's gonna go over here. Bye-bye, bacon. Ooh, that's nice. The essence of strawberry, but you still get the beer.
Bring it to Papa.
You just
Bring it to Papa.
not the whole thing. Just get your finger in there.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There's one finger. Forget. Woo!
I'm going to take our challah.
It's
The
hollow.
challah is now hollow
It's hollowed out.
and takes in this compote. We're just gonna spoon it right in. This is probably gonna get really messy. Our challah, which was stuffed with our compote, is now in here. It's absorbing. That eggy bread is perfect for just taking in this batter. When you cook it, it's basically gonna act like a custard. It's gonna be unctuous, delicious. I'm gonna flip it again. In the pan we go.
Out of the bowl into the frying pan, am I right?
Hear a little sizzle, that's always great. Do you want to stuff the rest of these with the compote?
Feed me, Seymour. Who invited me here? All right, so I'm dropping this.
So
you have a measuring cup?
you're gonna do a cup.
Yeah. You got a measuring cup?
Here's a quarter cup. Do 4 of those.
What else we dropping in this bitch?
All right, so take some vanilla.
Yeah.
Throw some in.
Just give it a spritz.
Yeah. One more. One more. Solid. We blocked it off, but you should go get a bottle of bourbon.
All right.
If you see the bullet, grab that. If there's bullet left. Bottom, very bottom. If there's no,
it's in the very back.
yeah, grab that.
Great call.
You can do up to a quarter cup.
Good, they'll rinse out the rest of the cream in here.
There is a zester next to you.
Yeah.
Get that zest in there.
Zest it up.
Yep, zest that whole lemon.
I probably should take the sticker off, yeah?
Yeah.
God, I just zested the sticker. So what we're doing here is making homemade whipped cream.
Yep. We're not adding sugar to this whipped cream. And we have this sweet compote. We have a sweet batter. And we're gonna make this a nice, light, refreshing cream to put on top.
Crème.
And hopefully between that and the beer, balances out that sweetness.
This smells like a straight up lemon, what's that thing called? Starburst.
Those essential oils are powerful, man. It's starting to work though, because you can see.
I know,
the
I can
lines that
feel it.
You gotta. It's gonna. It's like we might have to swap. Oh fuck. That one didn't want to be picked up.
Woo, that one shit itself a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you're onto something. Here, let me take a crack at it.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, this might be the thing.
Drop it in. Cream it. Am I just give another shot of it?
Sure. Oh fuck no. Yeah, that is. This is tough because I'm a lefty.
Manual labor. That's right. Forget that.
I work the wrist lefty, you know. So this is the whole thing. Is you just want as much air in there as you can get.
Oh my god, this thing is
Beefy. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Look at that.
yeah.
Motherfucking whipped cream, baby. Look at that shit. Huh. What we're gonna do is then hit it with some compote. Last but not least, delicious.
As if we haven't had enough bacon grease in this yet. You dirty son of a bitch. Enough foreplay, let's eat.
So we have our French toast with challah bread, savory whipped cream with lemon and bullet bourbon, strawberry compote, made with our raspberry beer.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers,
Bing.
good buddy. There's a big mess of flavor going on now.
I have a lot of emotions going through me right now. Oh, I think it's alcohol.
That was that like extra little 4 splashes of bourbon you threw in at the end.
That was the shot.
We'll see how this works, you know?
That I think you hit the fucking texture of the French toast on the head. If you said you were going for like custard in a package.
If I could have given this to you out of the pan, the edges would have been crispy.
Oh sure. Wait, you heard another noise? Is that another player entering the ring? Wonder what they're all about.
But I do know that you can't have Brinner without a mimosa. This brut style ale with tangerine and Sauv Blanc grapes mimics a mimosa so well you wouldn't even know it's beer. At 10.2%, it kicks like a goddamn mule. Little flute. Play a tune. A tune. Oh yeah, these aren't beer clean whatsoever. This is a lot of French toast.
I know.
Taylor, if only you were here.
Yeah, I'll let you boy.
Twinkie, twinkie.
Oh, I love that beer.
Mm-hmm.
I love this food. I don't love how full my belly is right now.
Huh? Oof. Oof, he said. Oof. That's a big oof.
Well, we are drinking challah, or eating